اليوم بيحكولي صبر سلاحي واخر صبر الموت، والكل شايف بس لا مش فارق، صوتي حياة وانا واقف وحدي، العالم ضدي وانا مخشى، سلبوني روحي، مفتاح البيت في قلبي وانا راجع وبايدي ولدي، ولو كل العالم كان ضدي انا راجع يا بلادي راجع.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all the viewers and to those who have tuned into this international broadcast here from South Africa. Let me compliment our team here for putting this wonderful program together, and may Allah bless and reward, inshallah al-Aziz, from the shores of the Cape through Africa and globally. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us all the liberators of Masjid Al Aqsa al-Mubarak, and that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give freedom to the Palestinian people. It is very unique that this week, Al-Aqsa week, alhamdulillah, is a week that we see the statements from Trump on the one hand, and on the other hand, we see the great determined leadership from Hamas, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, showcasing the dignity for the people of Gaza and the Palestinian people and for the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I felt extremely proud yesterday when I attended a nikah and I was looking at the scenes as it was coming through, alhamdulillah, and it gave us great hope, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, that indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is on the side of truth, always on the side of justice, always on the side of the oppressed, and we must have conviction in that. And yes, Al-Aqsa fi Khatar is a slogan that has been raised by none other than the great Mujahid and great leader, none other than Sheikh Ra'id Salah. Sheikh Ra'id Salah brought the message about approximately 20 years ago. He brought this message to us to say, Al-Aqsa fi Khatar, Al-Aqsa fi Khatar, Al-Aqsa is in danger. And at that particular time, obviously the excavations had taken place underneath, and it continues to take place. And Sheikh Ra'id Salah, Hafadahullah wa Ra'ah, with the Islamic movement and the brothers around Al-Masjid Al Aqsa al-Mubarak, they raised, alhamdulillah, the global awareness around Al-Masjid Al Aqsa al-Mubarak to say that we all have a duty and a responsibility to preserve and to protect Al-Masjid Al Aqsa al-Mubarak. Now, our theme here this evening is from Gaza to Al-Aqsa and beyond. And what are the threats that Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak is faced today? I was reading and I saw that in the year 2024, that is last year, can you imagine the amount of extremist settlers that stormed Al-Masjid Al Aqsa al-Mubarak? There's recorded approximately 59,584 incursions that has taken place in Al-Masjid Al Aqsa al-Mubarak. Meaning these Zionists, in an organized way, allowed by the apartheid government of Israel, giving a platform to these extremists to say, you have the right to enter into Al-Masjid Al Aqsa al-Mubarak. 59,584 recorded incursions has taken place. And what added to that is the Talmudic rituals that they've started performing there. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. But there is something that we should also highlight here, and that is that the Zionist Israeli state, they have this policy that is known as the Judaization Policy. So everything around Al-Masjid Al Aqsa al-Mubarak in the old city, in the city of Jerusalem, are being Judaized. So much so that they've introduced such laws, such a system wherein the Palestinian people are being restricted. The Palestinian people don't have the freedom and the right. They are being forcefully removed and directly having a course on silencing the Murabitin and Murabitat. You'd recall, and I would like our viewers to understand and to read up the phenomenal role that the Murabitat, the females and the women played in the preservation and protection of Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak. And what has happened now? They have been forced, silenced. They can no longer have the rights of going to Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak and standing and protesting and saying Al-Aqsa is ours and so forth and so forth. So these are all part of the Zionist plan. Likewise, it is the government that support these particular notions and these particular actions. So much so that they are funding the incursions. The government are funding these incursions, which means that you do it on our behalf, we will fund you and you can continue to do so. What adds even greater to that is this Ben Ghafir and some of these politicians that has walked on the Mubarak land of Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak with the filth of this. So much so that now he has claimed and he said, he has announced to build a Jewish synagogue inside the compound of Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. The other day, I was explaining to our community, this Taqseemul Zamani and Taqseemul Makani is real. What is this? It is a threat to Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak when the Zionists have said, we will divide Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak both in terms of time and in terms of space. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyul azim. And therefore, Jamaatul Muslimin and our dear viewers, our appeal to you is, we cannot be silent. We must not be silent. You have a responsibility, I have a responsibility, we have a collective responsibility as an ummah. We have to start speaking to here in South Africa, we have to address letters continuously and consistently to the Arab embassies. We have to write to these ambassadors and be able to say, as a South African Muslim community that is in the forefront for the protection and preservation of Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak, we are appealing to you and calling upon you that you cannot be silent. You must raise your objections to the Zionist Israeli apartheid state. And you must be able to say that we will not tolerate this. We won't allow these type of incursions and violations at Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak. It is very, very serious, Muslimin. When Sheikh Raid Sarah raised this particular slogan, Al-Aqsa fi Khatar, Maulana Ibrahim, you would know 20 odd years ago, the extent of where currently these violations are is really something that he might have envisaged at the time, but we are practically living it, and we are witnessing it, and we are seeing these particular violations at the Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak. And therefore, you know, Al-Aqsa, the Tufan Al-Aqsa, the Al-Aqsa storm is precisely directed at this. Therefore, we've got to salute the people in Gaza. We've got to salute the men, the women, the children in Gaza. They have understood their priority. They've understood that our duty and responsibility is Al-Aqsa, Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak. Their sacrifice, they're giving their lives. What they've experienced during this 471 odd days, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, and what the people are experiencing now in the West Bank, la ilaha illallah. It is meant for this ummah to stand up and to rise and to be able to say that we must equally play our duty and our responsibility. What is our duty and responsibility? Let us not be silent. We cannot allow to be silent. We must not be silent. Raise the subject of Al-Aqsa Mubarak. This is the masra of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If tonight we have gathered here and across the world where the Muslim ummah are gathering, and we are speaking about Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Al-Mubarak, then the fact of the matter is, it has got to do with the Masra of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is every inch of this Mubarak land is a land where the Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam has stood, where they've made sujood, where the beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam went to meet Allah and he returned from the Arsh, returned back to Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Mubarak. You have a duty, I have a duty, we all have a duty and responsibility. And therefore, to our viewers here, we would want to say, let's keep this subject alive. This Al-Aqsa week is a very important week. It is a week to raise the slogan of Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Al-Mubarak, and that we must be able to stand very firm and strong against these Zionist brutalities, against Zionist occupation, and we must have faith and conviction. Like on this Mubarak night, when Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was told about Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam Isra wa Mi'raj, why is it that he is given the name As-Siddiq, the truthful one? Because he believed in every single message of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Like the Sahaba, we must have the conviction that inshallah al-Aziz, with our steadfastness, with the steadfastness of the Palestinian people, with the steadfastness of the people of Gaza, inshallah al-Aziz, with the leadership of Hamas, inshallah al-Aziz, Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak will be liberated. We must not forget to make dua for the Murabitin and Murabitat. Allahu Akbar, what they endure is beyond our comprehension, but they remain focused that Al-Aqsa is our duty, is our responsibility. The Zionists, no Israeli has got any right over Al-Masjid Al Aqsa Al-Mubarak. That right belongs solely to the Muslim Ummah and to Islam and to the Muslim community, inshallah al-Aziz.